Stupid!
That's a crime. That's interesting. Huh.
I'm not happy.
Dr. Pepper!
Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
And welcome to
Breakfast with Rainbows!
Okay, base notes.
Okay.
I heard that.
Hell yeah.
Alright, are we ready to just talk about some good-ass true crime today?
I'm so ready.
I already warned Danny because she asked. I was like, there's no children, nobody's raped, nobody's sexually assaulted. It's all just good old-fashioned true crime.
And I told Audie, if you forgot about all that, I'm calling your ass out.
I'm like 99.9.9.9% sure.
I'm still gonna
That we're
call
good.
you out for that
That's-
0.0001%.
Very good, actually.
Your chances of forgetting are actually, like, I'd say up in the 80s.
You know, listen.
Around 75%. Sure.
The fuck are we talking about?
Okay, I don't know what this would properly be called, but we're talking about the bomb collar bank heist.
Oh, I love a good bank heist.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
Ooh.
GTA.
So this is like full saw trap.
Oh, God.
A guy robs a bank where he has basically a giant handcuff around his neck that has a bomb strapped to it.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah. Did y'all never hear of this?
No.
Oh.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay, well, we're about to go down a whole ass rabbit hole. So August 28th, 2003, we're at the restaurant called Mamma Mia's Pizza.
Hell
Wait.
yeah. Mamma mia.
So a phone call comes in during the lunch rush, making a regular delivery order. Now this restaurant was located on 5154 Peach Street.
That
And-
was like 2 weeks after I was born.
That's it,
August 28th. I was born on August 13th.
right?
Same
2003.
year.
I forget the year of 2003.
Yeah.
Wow.
Babies.
I know. I forget y'all are babies. I was born in 2000. It's not like I'm that much older.
Yeah. That's how I feel whenever I meet anyone from 2005 or 2006. And I'm like, huh?
Right?
Excuse you?
Guys, people that were born in 2010 get their learner's permits this year.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna throw up.
Ew.
Yeah.
I still don't even have mine.
Guys, you have your learner's permit?
I do, but I still can't drive.
Yeah. Anyway, the restaurant owner, Tony, ends up answering the phone, and he...
Of course his name's Tony.
Oh,
That makes
my
so much sense, bro. Oh my god.
My first
Legal?
my legal name. My first name is Tony.
Okay, so this is actually Elise, guys.
Yeah.
She owned Mamma Mia's Pizzeria.
2 weeks after she was born.
Just an infant running that shit.
If anyone ever calls me Tony, though, I'll punch you in the face.
That's so fair.
So fair. So he takes the order for 2 large sausage and pepperoni pizzas, but
Oh.
Tony can't really understand what the person's trying to say is the address, and it's busy, lunch rush, so he hands it over to his employee, Brian Wells. Brian Wells is the delivery guy, so he's like, listen, I already have the pizzas, here's the order, figure out what the fuck this address is, and leaves. So Brian Wells is described as a 46-year-old man who is 5'3" and balding. They
Oh,
really just had to come through with that. And he deciphers the address as 8631 Peach Street. So he takes out the pizza like a normal delivery, and then suddenly, 2 hours later, he is seen on national television robbing a bank.
my God.
So at
He's still on the clock.
literally, he's still fucking clocked in. He's like,
Oh,
you know what, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get extra pay for it.
no. Yeah,
go
he
on my lunch
deserves it.
I'll be back.
Rob's bank.
To-do list. Rob's bank. Clock out of work after. Shit at work.
Deliver pizza.
Collect tip.
Get bomb.
Boss makes $1. Make a
Collect
dime.
it. Rob bank. Clock into work. Clock out of work. Go home. Sleep.
Do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he's on the news. He's handcuffed, surrounded by police officers in the parking lot of a local eyeglass world. I guess this is where they pulled him over. And
Oh.
And he has the bomb completely strapped to his neck. So, like I said, it's like this giant handcuff mechanic, and the front of it is this big metal panel that like goes down into his t-shirt. So if you're just head on looking at him, you're not really gonna notice. And then you start to see like, oh wait, something's on the front of his body. But it's not like it's on the outside of his clothing.
Dude, take your shirt off.
Shirtless bank heist?
Well,
Oh.
something else that's weird is that he is seen in a white t-shirt that has the word guess written across his chest in Sharpie, which obviously was not what he was wearing to work.
Yeah.
So they also changed his clothing.
What did they do with his uniform?
Probably sold it on the black market.
Dude. No, because you know he had to pay for that uniform out of
yeah.
pocket.
But he just robbed a bank, so it's fine.
But the money's not for him.
So he tells the police, like, I'm not in on this. This bomb was fastened to me by, quote, a group of black men who ordered him to rob a bank. After 30 minutes of calmly telling the police what's going on, they still haven't done anything because they're waiting on the bomb squad.
Oh
and he's
my
freaking
goodness.
out, of course. There's a fucking bomb around his neck. And he's saying, like, nobody's trying to come and get this thing off me. I don't have a lot of time. It's gonna go off. I'm not lying. Did you call my boss? He wants his boss to know. He's like, he said, I'm not making a 2-hour delivery, boss. I'm just fucked right now.
He said, I didn't actually rob a bank. Please don't fire me. I don't want a criminal record.
So at 3:18 p.m., the caller starts beeping. Within seconds, the bomb detonates and sends Brian flying back to his death.
No! The poor pizza delivery driver, he's just trying to do his job.
And he asked for his boss and not his parents. That's so sad.
So sad.
Not even being like, hey, I'm about to die, love you.
Says, let my
Just
boss know that I haven't clocked out yet.
yeah.
Clock me out on the next time sheet.
He fully expected to survive too.
Did I still get tipped?
Oh.
So Brian is laying on the pavement, surrounded by police officers, and 2 minutes after this happened, the bomb squad arrived.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I swear if it was traffic, I'm killing the traffic.
Every person
Yes.
they're going.
Every single person. If it was a wreck, move out the way.
So up until this, collar bombs had only ever been used for like drug scams in Colombia, so it was really odd that this was happening in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
So they have to start looking into Brian's history and figuring out what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So they find his landlady. Apparently he has no family, not a lot of friends.
Aww.
So his landlady's really the only person they can talk to. She said that he was a really good resident, he wanted to help people, but he was also really shy. He was so shy that he took the hubcaps off his car because they were too shiny and they drew him attention.
Aww.
Also, he was a perfect tenant who always paid rent on time, sometimes in advance.
Aww.
Dude, didn't deserve this.
He did sadly leave behind 3 cats.
No! Who took care of the cats? Was it the boss?
I don't know. Maybe.
I would say the landlord.
Probably
Yeah,
the landlord.
they were-
But I want to
they were
believe that it was the
secretly
boss.
Oh.
Ooh.
He had also been employed at Mamma Mia's for 10 years.
Holy
Oh.
fuck. How old
And-
was this dude again?
46.
Damn.
Through those 10 years, he only called out of work being late one time because his cat died.
Aww.
Oh my god.
Why did his life... Why is it so tragic?
I know.
This is
The
so
poor
sad.
pizza delivery guy.
I'm gonna start crying.
Me too.
Okay, so let's talk about the events of what the fuck happened between those 2 hours
Yeah.
for all of that to happen. So the phone call to the pizzeria was made at 1:47.
Also, do they know the address? Did he give them the address? Because no one had to know it except for him, because his boss didn't know.
I don't think they knew the address.
I'm sure they found it out on the news.
Yeah, they found it eventually because, remember, Brian was still alive for like half an hour, so I think he told them the address.
Yeah.
So the phone call to the pizzeria was made at 1:47 p.m. Brian agrees to take the delivery, even though it was already the end of his shift.
He could have went home and lived.
He could have. So he arrives at 8631 Peach Street at 2 p.m., only 13 minutes later. Remember, this is all on the same street. But this isn't like a block street. This is a long street that ends up going into like a dirt road, you know?
Yeah.
It ends up being like 2 to 3 miles long.
Sorry, I accidentally sniffled.
I edited them out.
She did, in fact, not edited out.
So this address is not a residential address. It's a TV transmission tower site.
Interesting.
Okay.
It is only reachable by a dirt road. And when sweeping this area, they find footprints that match Brian and tire tracks that match his car. So they know that he went there.
Mm-hmm.
But the area offers no clues as to how the caller got on him. And they know that this would have been the location the caller would have had to have been put on, because right afterwards he went straight to the bank. So it had to have happened here. But the footprints don't look like there's a fight or a scurry or anything, which is leading police to believe that somehow Brian was in on this.
Oh.
Then why would he die?
Suicide mission?
Why would he leave his cats like that?
All I'm thinking about is did they eat the pizza?
You're so right, yeah.
That's the only thing that's been on my mind. Did they eat the pizza?
Probably.
When did y'all find the time?
Because I don't think they ever found the pizza.
Did they find the pizza?
This is what I mean when I say, like, y'all always come in with the questions I never would have thought of. You said, what fucking happened to the pizzas? That was 2 large pepperoni and sausages. That's expensive.
It's expensive.
Like, what if they put the bomb on him and we're eating it while watching?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
that's what I'm saying, bro.
He definitely did it if he wasn't in on it.
Here's your last meal. The place you've worked at for 10 fucking years.
He wasn't even a manager either.
He was just a delivery boy.
He didn't get paid
More
well.
bank though.
Especially, like, he had to have had regulars at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's Brian with my fucking large pepperoni and pineapple. Like,
You think he just used his money he got to buy food, buy the cats food, and then pay the rent, and
Most
that's
likely.
just what he did?
Yeah.
Most likely.
He didn't buy anything for himself?
oh my god, you make this so sad.
Well, he's dead!
Yeah,
We can't know these things.
you right.
I have questions, Brian.
Become a ghost.
Woo.
Come here. Speak into the mic.
Don't haunt my house. You haunt yours.
I think mine's already.
He could take
Or
care
was.
He could take care of your cats.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My 8 animals.
Uh-huh.
No, actually, it's 11.
Damn.
Because we got the 3 kittens. Oreo, Mochi, Melon, Cheese, Bandit Buddy, BB.
Hell yeah.
So,
I
11.
like how all your dogs have bee names.
Yeah, all the cats are like, it depends on the litter. So all the dogs are B's. 3 of the cats are M's. Then we have Oreo, who is the mother of everything.
The mother of everything.
I've gotten to the point where I don't call her Oreo anymore. I just say mother.
Mother.
And then the newest litter, they don't have names yet. But if I named them, it would be something really funny. I was like, what if I named them Cheech, Chong, and Bong?
Please.
If you get another one, it could just be smoke.
Please. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. All of our cats have M names, and Max too.
All of my dogs throughout my entire life have had names that end in the Y sound. Scruffy, Lizzie, Lily, Bailey, Abby, O'Malley, Snowy, Dougie, like all of them. And half of them
my God.
we didn't name. They just came like that.
Oh, it's fate.
It really
It
was.
is, yeah.
It was. Alright, so at 2:20 p.m., so he made the delivery at 2. So within 20 minutes, the collar got put on him, and he's walking through the doors of PNC Bank. He has already changed at this point, has the collar, everything.
And this happened within 20 minutes?
Yes, and the bank was 2 miles away from Peach Street.
So how much of a drive is that?
Like, not even 4
Not
minutes.
even, yeah.
So they went, hey, and like, and put it on him, and then went, okay, let's make this shirt.
Yeah.
And like took their time
What if
writing
they
it.
drew on it while he was wearing it?
I don't know.
I don't know, because like he had the bomb.
How did they have his size?
Right?
Oh!
Or was it
Imagine it's just completely oversized or too tight.
What? Wait, photos.
There's photos?
There has to be.
They probably had like a size for each one, just in case like he didn't know
Yeah.
who was gonna be coming.
Size.
Oh, it's
Oh, he
oversized.
looks so sweet.
It's definitely an oversized shirt.
Yes.
I see what you're talking about with the.
Yeah.
You can
literally-
kind of see it, but not really.
Dude, this
Yeah.
collar, it looks like the one that Killer Croc wears in Batman.
Who the fuck?
You're
is that?
so right.
We'll get there. You're spoiling yourselves.
Also, that's the collar?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
Well,
so
a recreation.
bulky.
It's a recreation of it. Because it exploded, obviously.
you're so right.
Well,
it's
I mean,
so
you're trying to make a
bulky.
bomb small? It's a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess grenades are a thing. This is a conversation I never thought we'd be having. So one of the witnesses at the bank, his name is John Siegel, saw Brian walk in with a shotgun disguised as a cane
Oh.
and
Oh.
shoebox under his shirt.
Oh, I see.
So the big thing on top is the shoebox. That's not his collar.
Why is there?
What the heck?
Where did they get the shoebox? It would have been better if it was a pizza box.
But it was to hold all of the money, basically. So Brian hands the teller a white envelope. Inside, the note says to gather all the employees with the access codes to the vault and to work fast to fill the bag with $250,000 and they only have 15 minutes before it goes off.
Oh.
So he knew that it was actually going to go off.
Yeah, he lifts up his shirt and shows the bank teller the bomb. And at this point, the bank teller just yells the word Audrey, which is apparently the code word for the bank is being robbed. Which,
There
you know,
has to be a
it's smart.
story behind that.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's so smart, because you could just be like, oh, I'm just getting Audrey. You can't be like, the eagle is leaving! Like, you can't.
Yeah.
That's
But,
true.
Like, if you're in a bank and you hear someone say, the eagle, you're going to be like, oh, something's going on.
yeah.
But if someone just goes, Audrey,
But what if someone's coworker is Audrey? Does that mean banks can't hire anyone named Audrey?
I'm
Is
sure
it a universal
risk?
word or is it
there
like
can't be a
separate?
universal
No.
word, because then everyone would know.
That's
Especially
true.
after this case.
But not every bank has been robbed before.
What made them decide on Audrey?
I don't know.
I'd like to think it's a Little Shop of Horrors reference.
I don't know. It could have been like the founder of that bank or some shit.
Well,
Oh.
Look it up. Who's the founder of PNC Bank? Side goog. Side goog.
who is the founder of PNC Bank? James E. Laughlin?
Well,
What?
what's his wife's name?
Yeah.
James E. Laughlin wife Bank.
Bank.
Julia.
Well,
That's James Corden.
surprise, guys.
Wait, James Corden?
PNC Bank.
1 hour later,
Why is the safe word at banks Audrey?
many months later.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so at this time, another teller literally whispered to a customer, like, hey, get the fuck out of here. And they just, like, walked out. Brian, he's just letting people leave. Like, he's not trying to hold everybody hostage or anything. So the teller tells Brian, hey, there's no one here right now that can open that vault. I can give you $8,702 exactly, which is all the money we have. So he takes that in his little knapsack.
Oh.
And this is when the witness, John, comes back to say, like, Brian walked right past me, didn't bat an eye, didn't seem nervous. He was extremely calm for someone with a bomb around their neck.
It's probably because he was like, oh, I have the money. I'm safe. I can go now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So Brian ends up leaving a sealed envelope with a note to the police along with his driver's license with the teller.
He wanted help.
Yeah.
A woman in the bank calls 911, and about 3 minutes later was when Brian was seen walking out of the bank. He was also sucking on a dum-dum sucker he took from the teller.
You know, I would
I don't
be
blame
too.
you. I do not blame you.
He said, I might die. I need a little tweet first.
I wonder
Yeah.
what flavor it was.
He was probably stress eating.
It was root beer, for sure. Look at that man. Look at that man. He
Yeah.
would pick the root beer one.
Ugh.
So he then takes off in his car, and apparently he had instructions, like written instructions from the people that were doing this to him that told him to go to a certain spot after the bank heist to find another note. And basically we're going to send him on a scavenger hunt.
That sucks.
Yeah.
With only like 30 minutes to live.
Basically. Well, they're claiming that they're watching the whole time. So they only gave him 15 minutes inside the bank because they can't really see in the bank.
Yeah.
So they were saying if you don't come out within 15 minutes, then they're just going to blow up the bank. So he doesn't know how much time he has now. So the notes to him were left in his car. They were titled, "To the Bomb Hostage." So they weren't titled to him.
I just thought about something.
What?
The computer's on the table.
No!
Guys, just a heads up. Audio's gonna sound different in a minute. We put the laptop on the table, and that causes a lot of really big, loud noise in the background. So the audio is gonna change in a minute. We are back. And audio has been fixed. So if you hear the background sound different, that's what that was.
Sorry.
Please and thank you.
So these notes were titled "To the Bomb Hostage," not to Brian Wells. Like, it's leading them to believe we don't know who the delivery driver was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like they specifically targeted Brian at this point. So first page, remember, there's like 5 pages to this. First page is the steps to robbing the bank, basically. They're telling him, you know, go to the bank, get $250,000, instruct the bank manager to help or everyone will be killed by the bomb, put the money in a black garbage bag, and leave your driver's license at the bank and promise to return.
Oh.
This man's getting a free TED Talk in bank robbing.
Yep. It says to then take the money to them, and if you leave the bank without the money, you'll die. And remember, these are not only handwritten, there's illustrations.
Pictures.
Oh.
Little doodles in the notes.
Oh my god.
So it also tells him after he robs the bank to go to a specific McDonald's, and that underneath the McDonald's sign there would be a flower bed with a rock, and underneath that rock is another note telling him where to go.
I wonder if he worked at that McDonald's.
Ooh, the lore.
Oh.
So this note tells him to go to a wooded area several miles away, but before he could get there, he was stopped by the state troopers. And that's when the newscasters got there, and the rest is history. So this is when he gets pulled over. They leave him sitting on the ground, handcuffed, shouting for help while they're calling the bomb squad. The note also tells him that there's no way to get the collar off on his own, and he would die if he tried. This is when we also find out that this collar required 4 keys and a 3-number lock code. This is a saw trap, through and through. But they were leaving these notes, so, like, you would go to another, I don't know, fucking Arby's, and there's maybe 1 key or 1 number, and you would have to go to all these different locations. But why would they not think that the guy that just robbed a bank wouldn't be pulled over?
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's probably their first bank heist.
If they saw something in a movie and went, let's do this in real life.
Well, but that's the thing. Based on these instructions, it's kind of clear that they wanted him to get caught and die. So that they just tied up the loose ends. Because it seems like they were never going to fully let him out of the...
Yeah. And he knew what they looked like.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So more than likely, they just wanted him to hand off the money to them, and then they were just going to blow him.
Yeah.
So after Brian dies, the police still follow through with the rest of the notes, seeing if they can find a code or keys. And eventually, they get about halfway through them, and they just stop. So
either way, he was going to fucking die.
He was either going to die, or they were delivering them as he was picking them up.
Oh.
So they were watching him.
Oh.
So that's basically what happened. So now let's talk about who the fuck probably did this to him.
Mm-hmm.
So our number 1 suspect, which I'm going to go ahead and spoil you. We have 4 suspects. They're all intertwined.
Oh, so they're the killers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This was definitely a group effort. So the first suspect's name is William Rothstein. He was a 6'6" hoarder who spoke multiple languages, went to school for engineering, and at this time was just a high school shop teacher, but he was incredibly smart.
Engineering and a shop teacher.
Mm-hmm. So
he could have built it.
And he was broke since he was a teacher, went to school.
Well, less than a month after the collar bomb incident, William called the police and told the dispatchers that at 8645 Peach Street, which was the cell tower that Brian was sent to, there's a frozen body in the freezer.
Oh.
Oh.
He claims that the body is there because he was storing it for a friend, but he didn't kill them. Now, this friend that he is storing this body for, her name is Marjorie Deal Armstrong. And inside the freezer, they find the body of 45-year-old James Roden. So this was true.
Oh. Every time I think of frozen body, I think of Walt Disney.
Yeah, same.
Is that, did they ever say that was true?
No, they won't come out and say it, but we all know it's true.
Yeah.
I like the theory that they made the movie Frozen and titled it Frozen, so that when you look it up,
Yeah.
I
do like that theory. So apparently James and Marjorie were dating at the time.
Oh, spicy.
So when he was killed, it was by a shotgun blast that Marjorie shot in their bedroom.
I wonder if it was the same shotgun they used as a cane.
Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh! I didn't even think about that.
Quite possibly.
So his death happened on August 13th, which was a couple weeks before the bomb incident. It was also 6 weeks of him sitting in that freezer before it was reported.
Oh.
Oh my god. How did they not
That's
find him?
Because it's just like a cell tower that someone owns. It's not...
So they don't have like employees or anything that like
Not really.
canvass the area,
Not
I guess?
really, I guess.
That's crazy.
That's like 2 months.
So he claims that he called the police because Marjorie suggested that she was going to put the body through an ice grinder rather than keep freezing him. And apparently that was the moment he was like, you know what, I gotta give her up.
She tried to turn this bitch into a snow cone.
Oh my god.
But literally, he's like, yeah, hiding the body's fine. Chopping him up is too much. What kind of logic is that?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So she's placed in custody only a few hours later. You know, they find all the evidence and it's like, yeah, she definitely did this. And he agrees to testify against Marjorie.
Oh.
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 He testifies in exchange for immunity. So he can't be touched, regarding this case at least.
Oh.
On the stand, he claims he feels incredibly guilty, and at one point he was considering suicide over knowing about the body. So the police did get a warrant for his house, and they ended up searching. They did find a suicide note in his house, but suspiciously, the note begins by saying this has nothing to do with the Brian Wells case.
That's suspicious.
That means it is connected. Because
Yeah.
why would you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they found no other evidence, so it seems like the link between all the cases was genuinely just a coincidence.
I don't know if I believe that.
And remember, William Rothstein's house is one of the only residential houses near that transmission tower that Brian was sent to. It's only a 5-minute walk away.
Damn.
Makes sense.
Also, that phone call that was made to order the pizza for Mama Sid's was made from a payphone at the Shell station on Peach Street, where the house and the cell tower were. His house was only half a mile away from that Shell station.
Yeah.
He could have walked there. And that explains, like, why there wasn't another, like, car tracks leading up.
Well, also, he was a regular at that Shell station. The employees claimed that he would come in almost daily, buying cookies and a newspaper, and would sit outside and read the newspaper and watch the traffic.
Me as fuck.
Apparently, William would also make calls very often from that Shell station because his home line didn't work.
There's gotta be a reason behind that one.
So they end up searching his home, and they find a bunch of power tools, welding tools, and pieces of old machinery. And this is also how they find out he's a hoarder. This house is filled with shit. They find enough of the mechanical pieces and his knowledge of going to engineering school. It definitely looks like he would have been able to build it.
Yeah.
Also, in 2007, a Pennsylvania grand jury agreed that William had dumped over 1,000 pieces of random shit from his house, which was probably evidence, into the landfill.
Oh.
Definitely.
Because when this happened, all of this happened in 2003. They didn't have a trial until 2007. So they had plenty of time to remove some shit.
Yeah.
4 years?
So even if he did make the bomb, he technically doesn't fit the profile of the mastermind to make the whole plan. Because, you know, they brought in that whole criminal profile thing. They tried to figure out what kind of person he would be. He doesn't really match the full profile.
It's still weird, though. It doesn't line up.
Well, this is where Marjorie comes back in. So after William tipped off the police about the murder of James Roden, police went to Marjorie's home, where they find out that she's not technically a hoarder, she's just a disgusting piece of shit. Literally, they walk in and the place is filled with, like, fast food wrappers, dog shit, like, clothing, just bad situation. To the point, police had to wear hazard suits to go into her house.
Oh my god.
She also had a reputation for being a killer. She had not only shot her ex-boyfriend, Robert Thomas, but in 1984, she was acquitted because she stated that that happened over domestic abuse. Also, coincidentally, her first husband committed suicide, and her second husband had a freak accident at home by hitting his head on the coffee table. Both of them died.
Oh.
So, if you add all that up, in the past, she had killed 3 fucking people and had gotten away with it before James. She also suffered from multiple mental illnesses, including bipolar disorder, paranoia, narcissism, meaning her mood swings were constant, and they were big, and they were scary.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Marjorie was described as, quote, one of those folks that thinks she's smarter and slicker and brighter than everyone else, and that at the end of the day, she believes she will get away with it. It's the way she's been for 40 years. That was someone that knew her from elementary school until she was like 50.
Holy
That's
shit.
crazy.
So they said she had literally been that way like her entire life. She also seems kind of like the bragging type as well, which her and William together perfectly fit the bombing profile, which was someone comfortable with shop mechanics and power tools, which would have been William, lives alone, which was both of them, takes pride in their creation, which would have been Marjorie, has a violent past and seniority complex. Literally, it's both of them.
Yeah.
It's both of them together.
It couldn't be just one, it had to be both.
Well, this is when we bring in our third suspect.
Oh, numero dos.
His name is Kenneth Barnes. This is a witness that actually came forward in the middle of the trial in 2005. They said that Kenneth Barnes was not only involved, but that he was good friends with Brian Wells.
How could you not be? The guy was lovely.
Yeah.
So apparently, Kenneth was a TV repairman, and in 2007, he had a good friend that he was definitely using, but she was a sex worker. She was 27 years old, and her name was Jessica Hoopsick. And she's the one that came forward and said, like, hey, I know what's going on. They're definitely friends. They definitely knew each other, and they also all knew William and Marjorie.
Oh.
So she ends up leaving a message on Brian's answering machine, and this is what ended up linking Brian and Marjorie. Apparently, Kenneth would provide Jessica with drugs, and then because she was a sex worker, that's how she would pay for them.
Oh.
Kenneth also used to go fishing, not only with, but at Marjorie's property. So Kenneth had not only spoken freely about the collar bomb to Marjorie and to Jessica, but it was to the point where apparently his own brother had tried to turn him in when Barnes was already in jail for, like, unrelated drug charges. He tried to be like, hey, police, you need to keep him there because I feel like he's going to bomb somebody.
Oh.
So he, like,
My
tipped
God.
them off.
Yeah.
And they ignored it.
Yep. Because they had no evidence. I mean, they couldn't do anything about it.
That's stupid. Get a warrant.
Mm-hmm. It's really hard to get
There's-
warrants, though. You gotta go through
yeah.
the court, the judge, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
So remember when the police were driving around following those notes?
Mm-hmm.
Marjorie and Kenneth were found in the same car driving on the wrong side of the road on the highway near one of the locations that the notes were left.
Why were they on the wrong
I
side?
don't know, he decided to take a shortcut, I guess.
Oh my God.
Kenneth also said as soon as he was brought in for interrogation that he would exchange information for lowering his sentence.
They always want something out of it if they're guilty.
So he claims that Marjorie needed money because she wanted to pay Kenneth to kill her father.
Oh,
Oh.
Her father was very wealthy and had been, quote, blowing through his money that she believed was rightfully hers after he died. So she wanted the most money out of him possible. So she wanted to devise a plan to kill him to get the money sooner.
Damn.
That's stupid.
Girlie's got some problems.
Mm-hmm.
According to the FBI, they interviewed Marjorie, and she told them very intimate details about the bomb. Also, some of the inmates in the jail claimed that Marjorie had also confessed to killing James Rod, and that the reason that she did kill him was because he was going to expose the bomb scheme.
Oh.
So the FBI ends up meeting with Marjorie while she's serving time for the murder of James Rode. So they haven't closed the bomb case yet. They're finding all of this out, but she's already in jail for the other crime.
Yeah.
Regardless, she was gonna end up in jail.
Yes. And Marjorie claims she will tell them absolutely everything, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, blah, blah, blah. But they have to transfer her from Michelin State Penitentiary to Camp Bridge Springs, which was a minimum security prison.
Oh.
She can get away with more shit there.
Exactly.
Did, what's his name? Was it Kenneth? Did he end up going to jail as well, or is it just her?
He ended up going to jail in the end.
Did
Not
they go
at
to the
this point.
same?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, that's where things would get, like, really
No,
fucking
she wanted to
tricky.
be close to Lake Erie for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
But yeah, it was the prison closest to Lake Erie.
Okay.
So she insists that she had nothing to do with the collar bomb plot, but that she did supply her own kitchen timer to be used for the bomb.
That's what made the ding sound before he exploded?
I didn't even think about that! Oh my god! You're probably right!
I'm just imagining, like, if it didn't go off and he just heard that ding and he was like,
So this is like the sound he would have heard.
That's terrifying.
that's haunting.
That is haunting.
It just, the clicking,
I hate that.
and then the ding.
Just hearing that, knowing that that might be your last day. Last
Ugh.
minute, you know?
I hate that. Oh, do you think it
My
dinged?
God. I hope
It
dinged.
definitely, it dinged, and then he blew up immediately.
Oh my god.
That's so sad.
So Marjorie was also within a mile of the bank when the robbery happened.
Of course she was.
So she ends up taking the police on the exact route that she drove that day. And she shows them all of the locations where the notes were. Like, she gives
She
them everything.
knew.
Yeah.
She was a part
Oh.
of this regardless of who actually did it.
Yeah.
She also admits to the FBI that on the day that Brian died, she had gone to the Shell station in her Jeep to get $10 worth of gas.
Bro!
Oh!
I'm so jealous.
Right? Because I was like, why did she only get $10? And then I looked it up and I was like, oh my god, that was a full tank. Holy shit.
That's
You know,
crazy.
the smartest thing that I think she could have done is she should have gone to the pizza delivery shop and, like, picked up a pizza or something.
Honestly.
Like, I think that would have been the smart... Not to give her justice or anything, but if she would have put herself in the situation in a different way, she could have gotten away with this.
You so right.
Yeah.
Except that she also admitted that when she was at that Shell station, in her car was William and Kenneth.
Oh my god.
Because of course
All
they
three
were.
of them?
Yeah, because that's when William used the payphone to call in the delivery.
Oh god.
Do
So
they
yeah,
have-
they all three did it.
Do they have the recording of the phone call?
No, because it was like 2003.
Oh, you're right.
Or if they do, it's been sealed.
Yeah.
It's most definitely sealed.
So she claimed at this point that she wasn't going to provide any more information unless she got complete immunity from the case.
Of course she did.
But this was when the FBI said, Marjorie, you've given us enough, we can just convict you right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So with that knowledge, she's like, well, it was all William's idea. She also tries to claim at this point that Brian was in on the heist.
Mm.
So technically our fourth suspect is Brian.
I
Because,
want to know how that came to
well,
be.
what if
Yeah.
he was in on it? So the reason that we think he could have been involved is he was so calm during the robbery.
Yeah.
That's a very calm man to be wearing a bomb.
Yeah, but it could also be shock. A lot of
true.
people react to shock like that.
Well, there's also no evidence to back up his story claiming that there was a bunch of black men that put him into this collar. He was trying to cover up his 3 white friends doing it.
That would make sense. Part of me also thinks, did they blindfold him at any point?
Yeah,
They
that's
never
what I
said
was
that.
thinking too.
Because they could have just been wearing all black and it was a spur of the moment type thing. You're not thinking.
Yeah, like bag on the head, you see figures.
Yeah, you just see
They're
the
all wearing
figures.
like dark clothing.
So, the district attorney of this case believes that Brian was in on the plot. She believes that Marjorie,
Oh.
William, and Kenneth were all going to collect the money immediately after he gave it to them. And that Brian was only in on it because he thought the bomb was fake. And that it was his alibi as to why he wasn't in on it. But he didn't know until he was strapped in, leaving the bank, that it was real.
Yeah.
Why was his first call his boss then?
Yeah. Well, actually, he doesn't have family, so
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, but
And I mean, he's worked for him for 10 years. He could be really close to that boss.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you know what was said to the boss?
nope. I don't know if they ever actually called him.
Oh.
No idea.
Huh. Interesting.
What about his landlady? He could have called his landlady.
Yeah, that's the first thing I would do. I'd be like, can you please take care of my cat?
Yeah.
We also think that Brian was in on this because Kenneth claims that Brian had been talking about the robbery.
You so fucking stupid when you talk.
More than a month before it happened.
Oh. But wasn't he the shy type?
Yes.
Who was so shy that he wouldn't like.
Wear hubcaps on his car?
Yeah. So that
You
doesn't
know-
make sense.
It kind of does, though. Because then he blends in more.
Oh my god, you're right. So they couldn't find his car!
He blends in more.
Shut the fuck up! Discovery!
Oh.
So in July of 2007, the judge and jury investigating the case all decided that Marjorie and Kenneth were going to be charged with carrying out this crime. The incident also claims that William and Brian are conspirators. So throughout all the information gathered over 4 years with over 1,000 interviews,
Holy shit.
Dang.
in the end, Brian is charged with being in on the scheme, even though he's already dead.
Oh.
How would they plan that out? Like,
So they believe that Kenneth was in a relationship with Jessica Hoopsick, the sex worker, and that he needed the money to buy her extravagant things. That's his motive, basically.
yeah.
In 2007, they also claimed that Brian was probably just wearing the bomb as like a fake bomb, you know, and he thought it was fake, and that's why he agreed to wear it, and he didn't realize it until he was strapped in. So they're still charging him because he was part of the conspiracy of it, but he ended up being a victim.
I still kind of feel bad for him.
I feel bad for the cats, bro.
I
Brian
know.
was completely double-crossed.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was forced to do it.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, I wonder, like, if he was talking about it, like, months beforehand, I want to know what the point was to where he realized that he was going to be forced to do this.
I don't know. They think that when he arrived at the TV transmission tower was when he realized it was real. And that it wasn't a fake bomb. But he couldn't do anything at this point. So he knew that it was going to happen, but he thought it was all fake.
Yeah.
Dang.
Despite being convicted, Brian Wells' distant family, because I guess he didn't have any close family, and the few friends he did have all came forward and claimed that he was a victim and that he was in no way in on this.
Yeah.
In the courtroom, one of Brian's sisters actually yelled over and over that the people on the stand were lying. Like Marjorie, William, all of them, she was just screaming that, like, they're all lying, you're liars. In February of 2011, Marjorie Deal Armstrong was officially sentenced to life in prison, plus 30 years for her role in the heist. On the first day on the stand, she claims that she never knew Brian, and that she had never heard of him until he was on the news later that day.
So she's lying in court.
Yeah, she is, because she also claims entirely that she's not the killer.
Girl.
She ended up dying on April 4th of 2017 in prison from natural causes.
Oh.
Kenneth Barnes was sentenced in 2008, so he was sentenced before Marjorie.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was sentenced in 2008 for conspiracy to commit armed robbery using and carrying a firearm during a violent crime, and had his 45-year sentence somehow reduced to 20 years.
Because he spilled information.
Yep.
Oh.
He is still alive, and he is expected to be released in 2027.
So in like 2 years, we get him released before we get GTA 6.
I hate you. But he has fully admitted his involvement. Like, he's not like Marjorie or William where
I'm
he
trying
tried
to push
claim-
it off.
No, he's like, I did it. Yeah. That was
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta respect a man for that.
Yeah.
William, however, died of terminal cancer
Damn.
in 2004 before facing any charges. It is believed that William was the true mastermind behind all of this, and not only came up with the plan, but built the collar, and that's why nobody will come forward fully about it.
That's weird.
Oh my god.
Because he got convicted before Marjorie did, right? I don't know why she didn't just...
Well,
I know, yeah.
William
Bus.
never got... William died the year after the collar,
Yeah.
and she wasn't convicted for another 7 years.
I wonder why they didn't just throw him under the bus, because he's already dead.
Well, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Kenneth, out of the 4, is the only one still alive.
Why hasn't he come forward with
I
anything?
don't know. Probably because he's the only one that was honest in the first place.
Yeah.
I wonder if they, like, withheld information from him, and he was,
I
like,
don't
one
know.
of the
The
background...
freeloaders, yeah. I don't know. But that is all we know about what happened to Brian Wells.
That's
wanna
crazy.
see-
That's so
Of course I do.
sad.
Also, I have a thought. I do think that, like, I know that she got convicted for it, but before you even said that Marjorie got convicted, I think those notes were written by her.
Yeah.
Because the handwriting is, like, not to be stereotypical, but that handwriting is so neat and, like, particularly placed, and the pictures and everything, like, I think it
Yeah.
was written by her.
That is William.
He looks like an author.
He does.
It was William and Marjorie that were supposedly in a relationship, right? No, it was Jessica.
Kenneth and Jessica were in a relationship. William was on his own. Marjorie was in a relationship with James, who she killed.
Right.
What if he wanted to make things like this? And he was like, oh, well, I already know I have cancer, so I already know I'm going to
Yeah,
die.
so just fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
The last of those involved in the infamous pizza bomber case has passed away. 75-year-old Floyd Stockton Jr. died on August 10th in Washington.
Who the fuck is that?
Allegedly involved in planning the crime, which ultimately led to the death of pizza delivery man.
Wait,
What was his name?
what?
Floyd?
Floyd Stockton? Oh, shit. This is the roommate of William. He had a roommate.
Oh.
And apparently he was a criminal, so, like, he was just keeping him in his house. So he would
As
have
a
known.
fugitive.
So he would have
Oh.
known about the bomb. Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Stockton's ex-wife Janet Johnson shares her reaction with a statement reading in part, "He was an evil, sick rapist, abuser, and murderer who got
Damn.
employment from showing
I fucking told you, you bitch.
Damn.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Apparently there were 7 people involved.
What?
Okay, so we've got We've got James, William, Marjorie, Brian, if we're counting him,
Floyd.
Jessica.
Jessica. There's one more.
What? POV, it was the landlady.
Oh.
It was one of the cats.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Stockton-
Damn Fluffy's getting in on it.
Stockton was involved in the development and planning of the deadly bank robbery plot, but he was never indicted and received immunity in exchange for his testimony against Marjorie, one of the two people indicated in the case, and the only person who went to trial where she was convicted.
The seventh person is probably James, the one that...
I already
killed.
listed James.
Wait, William, James, Kenneth, Jessica, Marjorie, Brian, Floyd.
Brian.
Seven.
I forgot Brian.
Oh.
That's fucking crazy.
Huh.
And they didn't get shit out of it. The money must have blown up with him, or the police got it back and took it to the bank. But yeah, this was a crazy fucking case. This is why I wanted to cover this.
Apparently Stockton was wanted on charges because he raped a 19-year-old developmentally disabled woman in Washington in 2002.
Oh
so
my
the year before he was
God.
convicted. He was only convicted of the rape case.
Wow.
He had to register as a sex offender for life.
That's crazy. There was a whole nother suspect we never knew about.
Yeah, no, how did we miss that?
That's crazy. He's not anywhere on the Wikipedia or anywhere else I could find.
I found a news article about it.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to read through and get
It
out
must have been
information.
someone that came forward after the case was closed.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was never convicted of it.
Yeah,
he
so
was
they-
only convicted of the rape case.
Yeah, so he's never properly attached to the case. That's why he doesn't come up.
But he knows about it.
Yeah.
He probably knows more than Jessica. This case is crazy.
Yeah, I knew about this since I was a kid. Like, it was one of those that always got me into true crime because it was so fucking weird.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard bits and pieces. I know the name of the pizza bomb killer.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it.
Well, now you do.
And now I do, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna order pizza and somebody's gonna show up with a bomb to my house now.
Oh.
I really just expand y'all's true crime knowledge.
Yeah, you do. I told you, I basically don't know anything.
I've heard of this one, but I've never heard, like, specifics.
Mhm.
So I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
And half the stuff I know I've heard of, I just forgot everything about it.
Fair. Even when
Yeah.
I'm reading these back, sometimes I'm like, whoa.
Whoa, that
How did I
happened?
not know that?
What the freak?
Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. This one was fucking crazy. But I didn't lie, there was no kids.
Up until the end, but yeah.
What do you mean up until the end?
Fucking, Stockton! They were 19, but...
Oh, well, I don't know about him.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I lied.
See, I said you had an 80% track record.
Exactly.
So,
Circling back.
80% track record.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you check back every Monday/Tuesday for our, our new episode that hopefully we have posted to that point. Actually, I just end up posting at like 1 in the morning on Monday. That's
Yeah,
what it
we get
Yeah.
busy.
is. Listen, we just a couple girls.
Uh-huh.
But if you enjoyed this, make sure that you hit that follow button, hit the notification bell so you're told whenever we post a new episode, because you never know what day it's going to be on. And make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter to keep up with our stupid fucking lives.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably come out with a life update soon.
Yeah, we have talked about doing that soon, because so much has happened.
Yeah, so much. Literally so much.
well, not much has happened with me. I'm just boring.
You got a new job! You're
Yeah.
boring.
That's all I've done.
That's something.
I've gotten a new job. That's it.
That's an exciting thing.
Is it?
You've got new kitties?
Yeah. We'll save it for the update.
You got new shoes?
You got new shoes.
I did. But none of it's like life.
Well, with that being said, I'm Audie,
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise!
and this has been...
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
You feel honored?
I freaking love cats, bro.
It brings a tear to my eye.
I hope you can hear the purring.
Oh, he's happy. He's in a good mood.
I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god! Let me wipe my single tear.
Guys, her name was Hoopsick, but my thing autocorrected it to Poopsick. So.
Blah!